Hello, and welcome to Booze Reviews. I'm Rob.
I'm Chris.
And today we're going to be reviewing Hooky, a 3.5% amber ale. It's been made by Hook Norton Breweries, which was established in 1849. Handcraft this in the Cotswold Hills. Well, I can already tell you from my perspective that this has got some work to do to be pleasant. Why? 3.5%. I don't play with those kind of beers, really.
Indeed. It's beery.
Yeah. This... Look, I'm going to come clean. Imagine if you're in Witherspoons. For whatever reason, you find yourself in a Witherspoon and you are having a beer pull draft. Any beer, the aroma that you get from that. There is nothing spectacular or standout about this at all. It's just a regular lager. Stella, Beck's, Heineken, on draft. As you put it to your nose, that's what this is.
I think it's got a bit more depth than standard Pils lagers like, but not much more. It'll be one of those standard ales that you'll get.
Your nose is more sophisticated than mine.
But yeah, Bishop's Finger or whatever. It's a lot more flavoured there than I thought.
Yeah, for that kind of strength, 3.5%, I expected it to be extremely light and thin, and it's not. It's not nearly as deep and strong as what was one we done previously.
Tint Meadow.
Nothing at all like that, but it does have a full flavour. And let's put it this way: if I was out at a barbecue, there were a few beers left, and I decided I wanted to get inebriated because I couldn't bother to talk to the hoi polloi. I wanted to loosen my tongue. And you handed me this, you could fool me into thinking that this was a strong beer. I would take it that way, but it's not.
When you think about it, this is half the strength of the Tint Meadow. Well, less than half the strength, I should say.
It's just about half the strength, but I'd say it's about 2/3 of the depth of flavour. That's how I would describe it. So it's not too bad. I'm not a beer connoisseur. Actually, I should be, but I'm not. Yeah, this one I could use to lie to myself. When you feel like you're drinking something strong, but you're actually not.
This is liquid cornflakes. Now,
I'm gonna explain that one because I don't get that one, so I'm sure that there's multiple. How many viewers do you have? All of them who won't understand what you're talking about.
I'll get there, right? So what I'm talking about is when you are eating cornflakes, it's that kind of mash flavour that you get in your mouth. We're not talking full of sugar. We're talking just plain cornflakes and a bit of milk, and
you know what?
It's not really spectacular. It's not trying to drive you all over the place. It's not trying to go mad. It's just, you can taste the hop in it, but it's not a spectacular hop. It's unoffensive. It's unobtrusive. It's bland in a very nice way. It's fine. It's just fine. This is what you call a session ale, because you can drink this on a session. You go in there to watch the football or the rugby or whatever, but you're in there for 12 hours and you're drinking this. And yeah, you'll be, but
I tell you what,
you'll be alright. And because it's an ale and all that kind of stuff, you'll look kind of posh. You're not on the lagers, you're not being one of the lager
I wouldn't know the difference between this. If I saw this in this bar, I wouldn't know if it's a lager or ale.
Yeah, well,
Could you?
No, it's not as fizzy. It's darker, it's nowhere near as fizzy as a lager. But when you're drinking it, it's got some, and you're not going to be rushing through it like you would with a lager.
I'm going to get back to the start of your little rambling there.
Okay.
When he said the cornflakes, and he started to describe the cornflakes, rewind and go back to that little bit there. As he was saying it, I absolutely understood exactly what he was saying. Cornflakes. Now, I'm not going to try and repeat it. Go back to it. Because that was really, really right. The rest, though, after he flowed from the cornflakes into football teams, I don't know about that. But genuinely, because I'm one that goes against when they sit down talking about this tastes like brick dust or cigarette butts. You know, I'm not too into that stuff. But that one, that was very, very good. Cornflakes. When you're just chewing it, not the one that's crunching up cornflakes, not Frosties. Just cornflakes.
Just plain cornflakes.
Kellogg's, yeah. So if you want to try this right now and you've got Kellogg's in your cupboard, just put some very basic skimmed milk in it.
Yeah, it has skim milk.
And have a mouthful of that, no sugar.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do
Not
with this-
fantastic, but not bad either. For that on the score, I've got to give it a 3. It's middling, but I think it's designed to be middling. But in a way, if it's been designed to be middling, then you've got to give it praise. So then it's a 4.
From a personal perspective, I want to give this a complex score. Why? What do I mean? Okay. This is a very weak beer at 3.5%.
But had you
But
not
it
known?
has the flavour of a 6% beer. So how do I work my points around that? I could use this beer to fool myself into thinking I'm drinking something very strong, and for that, I'd like to give it a nice fat 4. However, it's only 3.5, which doesn't get beyond 2 in my world. So, should I hit it with a 3 in the middle? No. I'm going to give this a 4. And I'll tell you why I'm going to give this a 4. Because of the cornflakes. Him coming out with that cornflake story there was so cool that this is going to benefit from it in my score. I'm going to give this a 4. Doesn't deserve it though. It's going to get a 4. You should get a mark for your cornflakes. That was just too accurate.
Both finished it.
What did you give it?
Oh, I gave it a 4. I'm in an iron, it was going to be a 3 or a 4, and I settled on 4.
Yeah, 3.5% with a 6% punch.